Welcome to Reality After Show coverage of Deal or No Deal Island Season 2. That's right. It's the DONDI podcast. I'm Jonny Fairplay. That's producer Bobby Goodsby. Oh my God. We have I didn't watch the show last night. It's Lete, full name Alexis Lete. I'm guessing you went against the banker, and how'd you do?
Oh, that's a good one, Jonny. Great way to start off. Also, is this a Divas shirt you're wearing?
Actually, no. It is the Nitro Girls.
Okay, I saw the hat. I saw the pro wrestling hat, and I was like, maybe these are some divas.
Well, I am the Boca Raton cruiserweight champion of the world.
How do you even get that? Do you fight? Do you actually fight someone for that?
I won the championship 2 weeks ago with the help of Odyssey Jones.
No way!
Yeah.
Is he still in the WWE or no?
No, he's not crazy. He's in Boca Raton Championship Wrestling currently. But yeah, he came to my aid after I was receiving a beat down from Neil the Heel. But I guess next match it's me and God, who's my partner? Something Michelle.
Doesn't even know his partner.
I don't.
Doesn't watch the show. Doesn't know his partner. Johnny. Well,
I know my opponents. My opponents are Harley Cameron and Tyler Breeze.
Oh, Harley Cameron. Does she not do AEW stuff?
She does, but she's doing an appearance. And Drake Maverick's wife, who you may have worked with over in NXT, something Michelle.
She Asian?
I don't know. Drake. I mean, geez, this is great. Great podcast right here. So, do you want to fight me for the belt, Renee Michelle?
I don't think I know Renee Michelle.
How much training did you get in wrestling?
Enough to kick your ass.
Okay, so you can do a match.
Oh yeah.
Okay, great. You know what? Then the title's on the line. Let's go.
How much is the winning prize?
Well, I mean, this is 20
if it's not over $1 million, it's not worth it for me. Because now I'm just going on shows that have an over $1 million worth of winnings.
5.8.
5.8. That's what that is too.
Who's to say?
That's true.
All right. So, Lete, I got to say, you were a favorite. I cast you 1,000 out of 1,000 times on Deal or No Deal Island or Survivor, any of these shows. But I feel like this was a show really for you.
Yeah.
You were great. And I felt if I'm sure you've gone back and watched, just like we did. Mm-hmm. You had the game in the palm of your hands.
Literally.
I mean, literally. Are you regretting some decisions when it comes to who faces the banker and who doesn't? Because, if you listen to Boston Rob, he's just like, anytime you have an opportunity to face the banker, you control the fate of the game. Whereas you were pushing that fate to people that weren't in your alliance and giving them the opportunity to take over your game.
Well, the issue with that is if somebody doesn't want to face the banker and you make them go up against the banker and they stay, then they have a vendetta against you.
I got you. Yeah.
So the easiest thing to do when you're in power is who wants to face the banker and see if anybody volunteers. And really, you just got to go with who volunteers. When I put CK up, I told Seychelles, I said, I don't feel good about this. Something is not right about this. I don't think I should put her up. Like, she's like, no, like, just do it. Like, I believe in God, I trust God. Like, he's gonna have it, like, keep it a buck. Like, let's just do it, like a little accent. And I'm like,
she should have believed in the golden God.
I'm sorry, what?
She should have believed in the golden God there. And
I still don't know why I still don't know what golden God means. Like, I still don't know why he's called golden God.
Yeah. It was a nickname he gave himself, but
he gave it to himself. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't remember on Australian Survivor that anyone else gave it to him.
It was, I think it was self-given.
Oh, like behind the scenes, like in an interview, like I'm the golden
God. In a
confessional,
I'm the golden God. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it represent? Anything?
He's the golden God. He's got a t-shirt.
Honestly, for all the Australian Survivor I've watched, I never really put that together.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay. And then I saw, he posted his little winnings, like, and he's like, so what am I, the golden what? And I'm like, okay, where did this come from? Like, how do people just start calling you the golden God? But to know that he gave it to himself is like me telling people to call me Lete. Okay, got it.
Yeah. All right. Well, see, you're Letty. We jumped on the program.
Yeah. Well, no one calls me Alexis. That's not what I go by. So.
Okay. So you had the opportunity to control your own game. Are you regretting some of those decisions? I mean, as I said, like you said, like you throw it out there and then you hope, but looking back, it's just like maybe I should have been a little more. I mean, I think you had something good with CK, but CK is going to CK.
Yeah, she's
she's a
little off her rockers. Yeah.
So I think CK is playing a different game that has nothing to do with Deal or No Deal Island, nor winning. I mean, like it was just like, girl, like if you just but I think like you and Philip had something good.
Yeah.
I think
until we didn't.
I think you and Sachel had something good. I think the strength of you and Storm, I think there was something there that was malleable. So, but it's just like, I understand you don't want to make a move too early, but upon rewatch, I'm just like, I feel like you kind of got to take the bull by the horns as early as possible.
No. Oh. I would not have changed anything in my early game because, I mean, what really would have affected me versus David. So this is the thing, right? Like if we all went back to the island, new whole season, totally different outcome. Same challenges, same everything, totally different outcome. If we go back again, totally different outcome. If we go back again, totally different outcome. So it's so easy right now to say like, she should have done this. Yeah, maybe I did that, but someone stayed and then they would have sent me home week 5.
Yeah. Okay. So you made
know
it
what I
to
mean?
the
Like,
end. Yeah.
I think what really would have been the only time to manipulate what I did in the game was Philip drop. Like, screw the 75K of drop.
Yeah.
And the semifinals.
Yeah.
And I say that because I would have sent David home immediately, right? Like, David would have gone. Philip, you play the banker. Philip would have hopefully won and then sent Parvati home.
Yeah.
So then me.
I think he definitely would have sent Parvati home.
You said you don't think he would have?
No, I think he definitely would have. I think if we learned anything from Deal or No Deal Island season 2 is that Philip would have sent Parvati home.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't want somebody who had won a previous show to win, which is crazy because he ended up helping somebody who won a previous show win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The irony.
What was your reaction when you found out that David was an Australian Survivor player? And like, when did you learn that? Was it during that game and that, the penultimate episode? How did that happen?
Yeah, so I suspected it. So they didn't show this, but the episode where I revealed to everybody that I was a previous wrestler in the WWE was when I played Temple. I asked David, hey, tell me if I'm going to go play the banker before I do. I just want to like mentally prepare for it. And he's like, I got you. I will. Because he asked me to do the same thing when I put him up. And I was like, hey, David, you're going to play the banker. Gave him enough time, whatever. For me, he didn't do that. And so that's why you see this sour ass look on my face when he says Letty. I'm like, okay. F you, right? Like, yeah. So that's why I turned to Dixon and I'm like, just so you know, you're going home if I win. And then I go up and Joe's like, whoa. And I was like, well, this is the decision David made. Like, this is what the repercussions are for his actions. So in that moment, I started showing that I was in the WWE, right? Like I looked at Joe and I said, so Joe, what is a good wrestling move? And he's like, like a drop kick. I said, I could give probably like 6 people here drop kicks right now. 6. Like I started going like, I give a body slam. I give this. Probably in my day, I've only given like about like 2 neck breakers, like, just going through these different wrestling moves. And I remember Dixon like turns to David and he's like, what is she doing? And David said, those are all pro wrestling moves. And it was just like, what is happening here? I win. I go to the middle and I reveal to everyone, I was in the WWE. Y'all keep asking me why I look this way. I can't just be an artist. It's because I was in the WWE last year before getting here. And they're all like, so after that information, there was another day where David was like, before revealing this, he was like, Letty, you should do the WWE. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I don't know much about it. And he's like, oh, I have a friend that was in it. So he disclosed to me that he has a friend who's named Grayson Waller in the WWE. Oh, you are a fan. Of course you are. That checks out, Jonny.
Well, I'm friends with him.
So he tells me that. And Grayson is not from like a big town in Australia. So I was like, this is interesting that David knows him. David, did you do Survivor? And he's like, no. So then after I
No,
disclosed
Grayson did Survivor.
What?
Grayson did Survivor. They were on the same
that's
season.
how they know each other.
Yeah.
So we went to this dinner, and David ended up posting this on his social media later. And I look at everybody, so I was like, so is anybody here want to disclose like a secret that they're keeping? And I just like look at David. And I said, like, winning Australian Survivor. And he's like, you think I did? I'm like, yeah, I think you did. He's like, no. And I was like, well, you told me you're friends with Grayson, so like that would make sense. He's like, no. I was like, okay. So I thought that, he kind of gave it away that he did it, but it was so late in the game, which is also why I chose to disclose that I was in the WWE. Like nobody could do anything about it, right? Like there's 2 challenges left. We all want to send each other home. It's not like, let's team up on this person. Like we're past that. Everybody's in it for themselves. So I felt like it was a really safe time to disclose that information. And he could have disclosed his information then and just chose not to. I knew, like, I figured he would, but I wasn't sure because he denied it so much. And so after I was in the loser bus with Dixon and who else? and Philip riding back to the hotels, they were like, oh yeah, David won Survivor Australia. And I was like, I knew it.
Of course.
Yeah. And
he's a little too polished.
And then after they admitted that and confirmed that, and I was like, so let's hold up. Y'all knew he'd won a reality show before. Y'all didn't want Parvati to win because she won a show, but yeah, you helped this man win a show. How fucking misogynistic is that?
Oh, whoa.
No, let's be real. You so badly don't want Parvati to win. Parvati, she's won a show, but yet David has won a show and you want him to win.
Letty, David won 500,000. That's the prize in Australian Survivor, and 500,000 Australian is 15,000 American.
No, it's not.
No one said there'd be math.
I've been to Australia. That's very inaccurate information.
I was in Australia last week.
You didn't obviously buy
I
your
brought
stuff.
$20 with me. I was a millionaire.
There.
I was a millionaire with $20 American.
Okay.
Letty, I got to ask you this. So obviously Joe said at the beginning of the season that throw everything out that from season 1. This is going to be a whole new show. When you go into that final challenge, what were your thoughts of the fact that your former cast members are going to play, a huge role in determining who's going to play the final banker competition? So what were your thoughts on that? And what do you think going forward? Like how can this be a better way to go about determining the winner?
I was elated. I was like, they literally put together this challenge for me to win. Let's go. Praising the Dondi gods once again. And I knew it'd come down to whoever had the cases. So I was really hoping I would see Storm again. I was really hoping I'd see Rock again. I didn't get to see either of those people because they brought back the 6 most recently eliminated.
Well, Rock was 12 Coors Lights in. He couldn't make it.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard that they were living their life on the island. Yeah. So not surprising at all. But yeah, I mean, David had 2 of the people that he was working with majority of the time on the cases. I only had 1. The odds there were not in my favor. And I knew looking at the people that were able to help throughout the competition that they were definitely gonna screw over CK. Even going into it, I wasn't like, oh, CK has a shot. Once I said what the challenge was, I was like, okay, it's between me and David.
Yeah.
Just because CK had burnt so many bridges, she just gamed too hard and was trying to work with everyone and anyone.
If the finale is the same finale as season 1 with the rope, do you beat the Golden God if you're the final 2?
I don't know. It's based off of balance and
I think he's stronger than you, but I think percentage, body wise, balance, and all that. I feel you're, and I think you showed that by the excursions that you won. I think you're a better total package. I think you win that final challenge.
I think if it was the rope that you're saying, I think there's a good chance because again, like you said, you have to be agile. I know Parvati kept talking about how David really struggled in the cutting ties race going over the water because of his weight, and she just kind of breezed through. And so that would have probably been a better determinant. So going into the finals, me, CK, David, I really thought they were going to have some kind of puzzle or mind game, because to me, or mixed with some physicality, because that made most sense, right? Like a physical challenge just straight off the bat. Obviously, David would win. He's a man. He's like incredibly muscular.
You're pretty jacked, Letty. Do not sell yourself short.
I am too, but there is something called biology, and biologically speaking, I do have more estrogen, and he has more testosterone. If I went, we'll just say it this way: if I went against someone of my stature that was a male, I would lose in a fight because I don't have testosterone. I don't have the same ability. And this is biological. This isn't just, I'm throwing it out there, man versus woman. I'm saying scientifically proven DNA, testosterone.
Well, I think you beat me.
Biochemically.
That's why I'm a little nervous about this title defense.
Yeah, but you're also not ripped. Like you
I don't know. You got to watch that wrestling match. All right, Letty, we know you got to get out of here. We appreciate you. You were amazing on the show this season. We'd love to see you on a future season, maybe All Stars. But thank you so much for your time. And we look forward to seeing more from you later on.
All right. It was good chatting with y'all.
Thank you, Letty.